All right, the next question is, what do you think of the games that were shown off during the announcement trailer? Being a new Mario 3D game, Skyrim, some random basketball game, and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
You guys, you go first.
Oh, okay. Um, I mean, it's technically not a random basketball game. It's part of the 2K series, which is very popular and usually
Yeah.
supported by EA. I'm
So I'm
surprised
gonna
they
get a
didn't.
lot of
What?
so I'm gonna get a lot of hate for saying it was a random basketball game now.
It's
Yeah, yeah. I think it's the 2K3 game, like basketball NBA basketball game.
I'm surprised they didn't show off one of the Madden NFL games either, since they showed off the NBA one. But anyway,
True.
but yeah, they showed off more Breath of the Wild, which I don't think anybody didn't expect, really. Like, I don't think
Yeah.
people just expected them to just have like a mini Nintendo Direct where they had Reggie say, all right, here's the NX, here you go, this is just a preview of, like, they just showed off the console and just like went through it bit by bit. Showing off the gameplay was a very smart idea. Breath of the Wild, as soon as I like saw like the intro where the apartments and everything, I knew, okay, they're gonna show off like a trailer where they show off games. And like you said, they showed off Breath of the Wild, a new Super Mario, Skyrim Remastered, or as I put it in my initial 5-minute after reaction from waking up, Beyond Good and Evil 2. And they showed off,
Yeah, I know.
and they showed off NBA 2K17 and Mario Kart 8 Enhanced, or maybe Mario Kart 9. Maybe they can just call it Mario Kart 9. And initially, I did think it was just an updated Splatoon, but after watching the trailer over and over, I think it's a sequel instead, just because that map they showed off initially looked brand new. Like, it looked like a better Urchin Underpass at first. So either it's 3.0 map of Urchin Underpass or it's new. But the intro itself of the Inklings rising up from the spawn was very different. So either they
the Inklings were wearing pants.
and they had different hairstyles. So it's like, okay, either they just went like completely balls out with this, with an updated port, or it's a sequel. I'm leaning towards more a sequel. But anyway, so they showed all these games off, and we already know, based off previous announcements, that Just Dance 2017 is coming, as well as Project Sonic 2017. So there are a lot. There's already a good amount of games announced for it, although Bethesda says, no, that's not Skyrim, we're keeping things tight. No. But obviously it's Skyrim. But anyway.
Yeah, obviously.
And like I
or
mentioned,
Beyond Good and Evil 2, if you're going by your reaction.
Oh, yeah.
I'm never gonna live that
Yeah,
down. Trust me. You don't need.
Nope.
You'll never need to remind me. I'm never gonna live that down. But anyway, and
Yeah.
like I mentioned before, there was a whole bunch of third-party developers. I don't have the full list in front of me. I do remember, though, a lot of key companies that are behind it. You have Bandai Namco, you have Warner Brothers, you have Konami, you have Koei Tecmo, you have Atlas, you have Sega, you have Bethesda, you have Telltale Games, you have a whole EA, Ubisoft, Square Enix, yes, which, oh my god, please, Final Fantasy VII Remake and Kingdom Hearts 3 on NX, I would be so happy. But
yeah,
there's
And
just
we'll get to that when we talk about third-party companies.
yeah, but there's just so much support for the NX. Damn it, the Nintendo Switch. There's just so much support for it, and I really do believe that the Switch is gonna bounce back from what a lot of people do consider a failure of the Wii U. Obviously, it's not a failure to me and probably a whole lot of others, because it sold, it sold a lot of units, and it didn't like flop technically in terms of sales compared to other consoles. Virtual Boy. But anyway. But yeah.
I have a Virtual Boy!
But yeah,
Yeah, Virtual Boy is the best console ever. The best console. I'm kidding. It was not. It sucks.
just seeing the initial games we saw I thought was great. Um, the third party support that's been shown is wonderful, and I truly believe that the NX is at least gonna.
Nintendo Switch.
The I need to switch things up and stop saying the NX.
Nice.
I think I think the Switch is gonna have a good lineup of like 10 games at launch. Obviously we know Breath of the Wild's gonna be one. Probably Just Dance 2017 will end up being one. I do think though that the lineup as a whole, the library for this console as a whole, is going to it's gonna bounce things back for Nintendo. I really think that this is going to be probably their biggest success since the Wii, and I think it's gonna surpass the Wii in terms of success. I think that's what's gonna happen. That would be nice. I really think it's gonna happen. But yeah, I'm just super excited. I'm very, very excited. I was really taken aback, especially by the Mario Kart one. I noticed King Boo at first, which has been rumored to be in, like, I think in the Mario Kart 8 code, there's like a Boo cup symbol. I think it's still in the coding unless they took that out in the update before they released DLC Pack 2. So, like, the signs were there, but I don't think anybody really expected it to be them to wait on it until the Switch. And also, they're patching it, or, well, just enhancing it, rather, where it's 2 items, just like in other games, which is probably one of the biggest things that fans were mad at, that you can only have 1 item initially in Mario Kart 8. So, I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. That's all I can really say.
Okay. Yeah, with my opinions about like you said, like with the success with the success of the Wii, but the failure of the Wii U. Well, I'm not if it I mean, I think it's going to do really well. I'm not sure it's going to do as good as the Wii. I mean, we kind of have to wait and see. Like, that's what I'm thinking. We have to wait and see if it does really, really well. I mean, I think it's going to do really well, but it might surpass the Wii because the Wii did very well. But anyway, about the games, I'm really excited for. I was actually really surprised when they showed off the Skyrim for the Switch. I was like, wow, I didn't really see that. I didn't really expect to see that, as well as the and speaking of the Skyrim, it was funny to see the James Wolds thought it's gonna be called Good and Good
Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Beyond Good and Evil 2. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Sorry, I can't take the name real quick of what he said. Beyond Good and Evil 2. But it's actually Skyrim remastered. It was kind of funny. But anyway, really excited for that. Also the with the Breath of the Wild, looking forward to that greatly. I know they showed the NBA game, which was just NBA game. I don't really care that much about it. I mean, there's people that do, but I really don't. They showed I guess Splatoon, which and they showed Mario Kart 8, which when they showed those 2 games and everything, I was thinking actually, like, I hear a lot of people say that those 2 games, like rumors at least, what people are saying, they're going to be like ports to the Switch. But when I was watching it, I was thinking maybe the Switch's backwards compatible with the Wii U. That's what I was thinking. Plus that was before I kind of saw that the Switch has the cartridges, but yeah, but it could be ports. It could be backwards compatible. I don't know. With the Wii U. They also showed what else did they show? they showed the new Mario game, like that they showed like 2 scenes of like a new Mario game, which I'm still looking, which actually like we probably which I know I don't did we mention it? I think we mentioned it when we were talking, but that was before I think that was before we started talking, before we recorded this video. But it could be a Super Mario Galaxy 3, maybe the new Mario game. That could possibly, or it could be just be, and just, I know it's going to be a new Mario game, but it could be just a whole different title. But we think it's going to be like a 3D Mario game, like Galaxy or Sunshine or 64. Not a 3D Mario game like 3D World or anything, or anything like the new Super Mario Brothers. We actually think it's going to be like a 3D game like Galaxy and all that. But what else? What did Mario do? Think what else? What's the shit? Oh yeah, like I said, the King Boo, pretty nice for. I think was that it. I'm thinking about other games they showed.
I think that was it.
Yeah, I think that was it. But anyway, your turn, later to you.
Before you speak up later, Gator, to you, I don't think it's gonna be backwards compatible because the cartridges aspect, and also all the shots they showed off of the docking system. Well, obviously the dock isn't technically the console; it's the LED screen, and they only have the cartridge slot. They're calling it the game card, which I appreciate that they used the same font as the Game Boy Advance for that portion. I noticed it when I went and watched the trailer, and I zoomed in on the scene where they showed him popping in the cartridge. The slot on the top of it reads game card, like if you were to read the logo for the Game Boy Advance. I appreciate that, Nintendo. A great callback.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, it's an amazing callback. I really love it. But yeah,
that is really cool.
That is
the fact that the
really
LED
cool.
screen is the console itself, and they showed off like what we've seen of it. We haven't really gotten a good perspective of the LED screen, but from what we've seen of it, there's no like bulky little component area that you could put CD or DVD ROM or whatever they use, Blu-ray disc or whatever, to put one of those in. So I really don't think it's going to be backwards compatible. I think they are either HD enhanced ports or they're brand new games entirely.
Okay. Yeah, like before, like that was one of the arguments when we were talking about when we were talking about the touchscreen compatibility with that one guy from like my Votech. That was actually the first thing we were talking about before we were talking about the touchscreen, and he was thinking the same thing, that it's not going to be backwards compatible. Which I mean, I thought at first, but like then we talked about when I saw when I went back to the trailer and saw cartridges, and then you guys talking about how the different how with Splatoon, like the animation's a little different and everything. So, but yeah.
I highly doubt that Mario Kart demonstration was for a completely new game, because the track they showed off, it looks identical to the one on the Wii U version.
Same.
So
I think it's Mario Kart 8.
It looks like it's just going to be an updated version with new characters and a new item system. Maybe we'll get a few new items. That'd be kind of cool. I think it's just going to be an enhanced port. Splatoon, on the other hand, at first I thought it was going to be an enhanced port as well, because I thought the stage looked very familiar. But as I've been looking through the trailer again and rewatching it over and over again, I'm having a hard time trying to place it, so it might very well be a brand new stage. And as you guys said, the introduction animations for the Inklings appearing is a lot different. Now, that being said, I actually prefer the original animations to the new ones, but not that big of a deal. So it might be a new game, it might be enhanced port, who knows at this point. Although I will say that I love in the end of the trailer when saw the stadium and everybody playing Splatoon, it had the pink and the green lights for the stadiums split across the stadium. That was a really cool reference to the Kelly and Marie Splatfest, which I really appreciate.
Hmm.
Um, Breath of the Wild is obviously the one I'm most excited for because, well, it's Zelda and that's my favorite video game series. Um, my friend Monkey on Call has been trying to get me into Skyrim, and I think this might be the thing that
Do
finally
it.
finally gets me to play it.
Do
I,
it. Play Skyrim. Play it.
and you know
Play
what?
it.
Um, I know we talked about this before we started recording, but seeing that made me think of the time when we were recording the E3 prediction videos, how we were debating over whether or not Skyrim could ever be on a Nintendo system because of how violent it was, and now it's going to be
Oh
on
yeah.
the Nintendo Switch.
I
Um,
know. I know. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Now, my opinions on now the next question is, what are your hopes for the new 3D Mario game? Now, do you mind if I answer this one first? Because I like to get
Sure.
this off my chest.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Go ahead.
This game looks awesome. I'm sorry,
Yeah, it does. It sure does.
the trailer, the gameplay, the graphics of that game are just so beautiful. It's like
Yeah.
looking at it, looking in more detail, I couldn't help but think there's no way this could run on a Wii U. It looks like a greatly enhanced version of 3D World. And the way that the levels are structured, at least from the second clip, it looks like it was designed with the intention of you being able to freely control the camera. So that kind of confirms to me that this is going to be a Mario 64 type game, which makes me really excited because as much as I love 3D Land and 3D World, I'd rather have a collectathon style game. But the new Mario game looks awesome, and I'm really looking forward to hearing more about it. And it may be a launch title. Who knows at this point? It may not be. I'm hoping it is though, because my God, it just looks so pretty.
Yeah, it does.
Anyway, sorry for bursting your drums, but go on ahead.
Okay. Um, yeah, the 3D Mario game looks awesome, and like I said, I think it's also like a Super Mario 64 style type of game, which which I prefer those over the 3D Land and World, and especially over the new Super Mario Brothers games. I like the 64 style Mario games better. But I'm still looking forward and just seeing just seeing the different levels and stuff like that, and boss battles they will have in the game too, like, and seeing what maybe new characters they have, like maybe have Rosalina come back and or whatever.
Yes, please. Rosalina is awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, looking to see what they do with it and with the different characters and stuff and everything. Who knows? Maybe Peach can be a playable character like 3D World was.
Super Princess Peach 3D.
I'd play
There
it.
you go.
But
But
yeah. Oh, were you done? I thought.
yeah, I'm pretty much done. Just talking about how just levels and all that and everything.
The footage they showed of Mario entering the town, was it just me or did that green thing that was moving look like a new enemy? Like, that didn't look like a typical Mario enemy. That looked like a completely new enemy to me. But anyway,
Okay.
yeah, the game looks like one of those fan games that you see all the time, articles about on like Kotaku or something, that end up getting shut down by Nintendo that are made in the Unity engine. That looks like a Unity engine game to me.
Really?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm very excited to
Nice.
see what other things they will do with the game. But obviously, we have to wait to find out. Miyamoto did say in an interview around E3 that the next Mario title for consoles is going to be different than usual, kind of like Breath of the Wild. So it'll be interesting to see what they end up doing story-wise, because for now, all we know is that it's a pretty gorgeous game in a 3D world environment. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens. But I'm very excited for Mario, Super Mario Switch, as it is being called for now.
I bet Bowser. I bet in the game Bowser kidnaps Peach or some other types of people or creatures or whatever in the game. I bet that's what happens.
If this is going to be the Breath of the Wild equivalent for a Mario game, does that mean that Bowser's going to be Calamity Bowser?
I don't know. Imagine if they made a open world Mario game.
Well, that was kind of what Mario 64 and Sunshine were.
I mean, like an open world, like like Breath of the Wild open world.
That'd be kind of cool. Might be a little hard to do though for Mario's.
Like Breath of the Wild or Skyrim's type of open world, like those types, like open world type of game. Because technically in the, like you said, 64 and all that, you kind of go. It's like a hub world, and you go into like different levels and stuff like that.
All right. So my next question is, which third-party company are you most excited to see release their games for the Nintendo Switch out of the ones that have already been announced, or potential ones that we might know about later?
Square Enix, no question.
Yeah, for me, Square Enix and Bethesda. Bethesda. Square Enix and Bethesda. Those two are the main ones. Well, Bethesda mainly for Skyrim, and then Square Enix for Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 7 Remake. Yeah. And maybe even a Tomb Raider game. Maybe Wise the Tomb Raider can be for the Switch, or a new Tomb Raider game at least.
I think at this point they're going to release a new game rather than re-release an older game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's probably true. Because like, why is the Tomb Raider kind of coming out for the 20th anniversary for the PS4? So, and that's why they're releasing it for the 20th anniversary for the PS4. So, I mean, I think I would just, that's not really any point of releasing Rise of the Tomb Raider that much. I mean, they still can, but yeah, it'd be nice maybe having a new Tomb Raider game or a third Tomb Raider game in that type of continued storyline, maybe. But also, like I said, obviously the ones that are going to be awesome if they do is Final Fantasy VII and Kingdom Hearts 3, and they might even do Final Fantasy 15, maybe, for it as well.
Possibly.
And I think what other there could be. I don't know. But those two are the main ones. I mean, there's other companies that would probably be pretty awesome to have, but those two are the main ones. So yeah, your guys' turn.
Well,
do you want to go first, James, or?
I said mine before you said yours. Square Enix is the most one I'm excited for, just because of the probability of having Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy VII's remake on there. Like, that's pretty much it for me.
Okay.
All right.
And I'll be highly disappointed if they most likely are not on the console.
Yeah, especially with Cloud being in Smash 4.
That's also something to talk about, since they showed off Mario Kart 8 and Splatoon sequel or not.
No. Cloud in Mario Kart 8. Having Cloud as a playable character in the Mario Kart game, or a future installment.
And he has a Chocobo card. How awesome would that be?
Oh god.
But hey, before Cloud can even be considered to make it in, they gotta put Kirby in the game. Or at least make a Kirby Air Ride 2.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But anyway, speaking about that, maybe that was the whole thing of Cloud being in Smash Brothers, because eventually Final Fantasy VII Remake would be on this Switch. But that's something to also talk about. They did show off Mario Kart 8 and Splatoon's maybe or maybe not sequel/port. Do you think they'll actually go through with Smash Brothers Switch? And do you think they'll combine both of the features of 3DS and Wii U and finally add back Ice Climbers, as well as adding maybe a couple more characters? Maybe like a Banjo or a King K. Rool or anything?
Well, yeah, I believe that they would create a Smash Brothers Switch game, eventually, and everything. And
Sakurai did say that he was working on new projects, so maybe this is it.
Yeah, and having Ice Climbers come back would be awesome and everything. And also brand new characters and all that. Like you said, maybe having Shovel Knight.
That would be pretty cool.
Or Shovel Knight, also, yes.
Yeah, Shovel Knight could be in it,
and
or ukulele.
And the character that I know would never appear, but something I've been dreaming of forever, would be Lara Croft appearing in Smash Brothers, because I think that would just be awesome.
That could happen.
It is never going to happen though, but one can dream.
You never know. It could happen. I mean, they had Snake and Brawl, so
they had Snake and Brawl only because Sakurai and oh God, his name is escaping me. The guy that makes Metal Gear.
Hideo Kojima.
Yes, that guy.
Yeah, Kojima.
Sakurai and Kojima.
Plus he's not part of Konami anymore.
Well, either way, Snake only made it into the game because Kojima asked Sakurai to do that, and Bayonetta only made it into Smash Bros. 4 because the fans wanted it.
So yeah, maybe if the fans want it so much, they'll make it in there.
I know I want it.
And who knows, since Konami technically still owns the character of Snake, Snake could even come back in a potential Smash Brothers Switch.
That would be cool.
True, yeah, that could be it.
Even if it's not a port of the Wii U and 3DS game, there is no doubt going to be a Smash Brothers at some point.
Yeah, I think they're going to be a new Smash Brothers at some point, as well as a new Mario Kart. Even if there's no port, even if there's no port just for Smash Brothers 4, I think there will be a Smash Brothers Switch later on, as well as Mario Kart 9 later on, too.
This is kind of silly, but a small part of me wants the next Smash Brothers game to be called Super Smash Brothers Victory, because the initials would be SSBV, and V is Roman numeral for five, and it would be the 5th game in the series.
Or being or Super Smash Brothers All Star.
Yeah, true.
With all the event, yeah. But yeah, looking to see the different characters and all that. Whenever they create Smash 5 or Smash Brothers Switch or whatever they decide to name it, if they're going to call it the Switch.
Call the Switch.
I mean, they did Title 4 for 3DS and for Wii U, so
yeah,
wouldn't be too preposterous.
But 2 and 3 were different. They weren't called GameCube and they weren't called the Wii, so
Super Smash Brothers. Wii.
Super Smash Brothers Cube. That doesn't really work well. Wii is better.
Yep.
Smash Brothers Wii.
Going back to third-party companies, Square Enix is obviously the one I'm most looking forward to, because this opens the door for Tomb Raider games being on Nintendo systems again. And I've been saying this for years. It might not happen because the new controller might not have a touchscreen, but I've been wanting them to have the archaeology set from 2-year anniversary return and use the touchscreen because that would be so cool. It's probably not going to happen though, especially with the way the newer games are like. And
Yeah.
I'm also very excited because Kingdom Hearts 3 might appear on the system because well, it's Kingdom Hearts 3 and I've been looking forward to it forever and obviously a Final Fantasy 7 remake as well. But another company that you guys, neither of you already mentioned, was on the list that says that DNA is going to be a partner for the console. So they're also the ones developing Nintendo's mobile games. So do you think this means that we're going to see like Super Mario Run on Nintendo Switch or the Fire Emblem and Animal Crossing games coming into the system as well, or anything like that?
Oh, yeah. I think that could. Yeah, but mobile games could become the Nintendo games could come to it. I mean, I think they're less likely than like Animal Crossing and everything and all those games and stuff. I mean, I believe they would create an Animal Crossing game for the Switch. That'd be nice to see.
I mean, they're already making an Animal Crossing mobile game.
Oh,
But
mobile game. Oh, mobile game. I thought you were taking. Oh, okay. I heard that you said Animal Crossing, so I thought you meant Animal Crossing game.
yeah,
Okay. Huh, okay. Huh. I guess. I don't know. I mean, it might work. I mean, I'd rather have a full blown like Nintendo game than a mobile type of game though for the Switch. If it's any of this game series, like the Animal Crossing, I'd rather have it be a like a Animal Crossing like a new leaf for maybe not new leaf particular, but you know what I mean, a new Animal Crossing game.
Animal
like
Crossing
New
new
Leaf or, like, the
tree
original.
for the Switch.
yeah,
Or new branch.
Yeah.
new branch.
New branch.